7 of the preliminary hearing for the former Beta Theta Pi fraternity members charged in the death of Timothy Piazza came and went, and it did so without a decision from Judge Alan Sinclair.
Closing arguments did wrap up Thursday evening, however, and a decision is expected soon. For details on when that might happen and recap of the proceedings, we turn to Matt Baumgarten live in Bellefonte with the latest. Matt.
Well, Tim and Lindsay, Judge Sinclair has scheduled a court briefing for 11 o'clock this morning where he's expected to announce his decision on who will be going to trial and on exactly what charges. In total, there's about 1,200 charges involved with this case, and this has been one of the longest preliminary hearings in Centre County history. We got into that discussion yesterday inside the courtroom, with the prosecution arguing that the defense has lost sight of the fact that this is a preliminary hearing. The prosecution says the defense is treating it like it's a full-blown trial already. We've heard a full week of testimony in this case that stretched over several months, and before closing arguments finally came to an end yesterday, we heard from more than 15 defense attorneys who argued that while Piazza's death is tragic, criminal charges aren't warranted in their opinion, while the prosecution argues that Piazza was forced to drink large amounts of alcohol as fast as he could at a fraternity hazing ritual that led to his death, and then the defendants tried to cover it up.
This case is grossly overcharged, both in terms of severity of charges, but volume of charges, and it has a tremendous ripple effect on people's lives who may have had no exposure criminally at all.
I think this is just really an extraordinarily dangerous situation that they created, and I think that's what gets us over that hump. This isn't an ordinary drinking party that was a little out of control. It was pre-planned, and it was pre-planned at a very dangerous level.
Again, Judge Alan Sinclair has scheduled that court proceeding for 11 o'clock this morning. At that time, we're expecting to learn the fate of the 19 defendants involved with this case and whether or not they will be going to trial and on what charges. Live in Bellefonte, Matt Baumgarten, 6 News.
An increase in tractor-trailer crashes along Route